Good evening, everyone. It's Tom Sydney Bushnell, aka Numbers. So I'm back in the water this evening. It's a bit stronger actually tonight, and it's overcast, as you can see. It's a bit cooler, but anyway, people seem to like the last one I did in the water. I had a really busy and impactful and distance traveled weekend, so I wanted to give you a little update on that. And I got to meet some friends, I got to meet some new people and reconnect with others that I knew and have met before. So people will see on my Twitter, I was with Ricky Lambert, the amazing truther footballer that Matt Letizia first introduced me to. I was with my buddy Mark Atwood. I was with my new buddy Andrew Bridgen, who I've met before. I met last month. I met others like Fiona, and got to catch up with Mark Sexton as well briefly, and others. So it was really good. It was a really good weekend. Got to meet Mike Shinton as well. So a few days ago I spoke about the theme of the downtrodden, and I spoke about the day of vengeance. Something that I thought I would mention to you is Andrew Bridgen mentioned yesterday that he feels will be probably in the middle of a banking crisis in October, maybe September. Now this isn't, whoa, that's a big splash. Maybe that's a confirmation. We've always been told to watch the water. Anyway, logically, there's a lot of people saying, oh, something might happen immediately right now. And there's always bits and pieces, but he gave a logical reason for that, at least for why he doesn't think it will be in the summer. That's because he said all the MPs and the bankers are all on holiday. So that's a logical three-dimensional reason for the physicality of something like a crisis of that nature not taking place until after they're back, because they don't want it to go on while they're on holiday. Maybe there's a counter argument for that, so if there is, put that in the comments. But that made logical sense to me. And I had dinner with Andrew and with Ricky and Mark and Mike afterwards, and I asked him more about that, and it just made sense. Maybe it will happen later. Maybe something will happen later. But in terms of if there is something for this year, that did make sense that it wouldn't happen until that moment had passed, i.e. the summer. The bankers had come back from their holidays. Politicians would be back because they have a summer recess. So it just made sense. Maybe it will happen after that, but as early as that, something earlier than that doesn't really make too much sense. Anyway, so I want to share that with you because I got that from him, and he is our guy in Westminster, you know. Andrew Bridgen, 124. Compassion, 124 gigawatts. And you need gigawatts to power the time machine in Back to the Future, 88 miles per hour. Houses of Parliament, interestingly enough, is 217. 217 comes to Lady Diana Frances Spencer. Parliament Parliament comes to 109, which is 17, which is Psych Club, which is Witness, which is Diana Spencer, which is Zapruder. Remember, the numbers are powerful on both sides. And 107 has said how 17 used to be related to Osiris years ago, so it's probably the number that the White Hats have chosen to troll them powerfully back. And this is the time to troll them back now. This is the time to stand up against any spiritual bullying, legal bullying, financial bullying, social consequence bullying, bullying I should say, in any way, this is the time to stand up. If you're of good heart, if you're of pure heart, stand up. Another thing as well that I wanted to mention, and you'll get more details of it, is I'm in the process of putting together an event, a powerful event that I think you will all enjoy. So people that came to my Bournemouth event, thank you for coming. I said the next one will be a lot bigger. So I'm working on that, so just keep your eyes glued to the screen, to my updates, to my videos, and you'll get more information about that once things are confirmed. But it's going to be fantastic, and it will be something that everybody will want to be at. So I am Tom Numbers, I am well connected, so yeah, just watch this space. There we go. The other thing as well about Westminster's 165. It's Christ's bloodline, it's resurrection, it's the visionary. But again, numbers are on both sides. Houses of Parliament is 217, which is also Mission Impossible. I think there's a lot of people wearing masks, a lot of walk-ins, a lot of actors, a lot of maybe off-worlders, and it's really fascinating to try and figure it out, because I tell you, it's a tricky game. It's a beautiful game, but it's a real tricky one. Yeah, it's a real tricky one. So put in your comments, maybe you've encountered things that didn't quite make sense. I've met famous people that I'm like, there's something different about them, and in a good way. President Trump has said that a lot more people are dead than we think. This is an interesting one, actually. Did people see this? So I saw a clip of President Trump at the, I want to say at the wrestling, it was at the cage fighting with Dana White, his friend, and Joe Rogan was there. Now I know Rogan has said publicly before he doesn't want to have Trump on his show, doesn't want to give him any airtime, but I think that shifted, because Rogan seemed a little bit intimidated by Trump, but actually kind of friendly and jovial as well. Trump gave him the finger, gave him the point. I think we might see Trump on Rogan soon. I think that would be really cool, because RFK's come on, and so to look kind of balanced, you'd have to have both, you know. He might get DeSantis on. I don't think he will. Well, maybe he will, but you know, there's no one bigger in the in the megasphere than Trump. So I think Joe Rogan will do that. That's what it looked like. I think they're setting the scene for that. The other thing that was interesting is Trump was in Iowa. Iowa's 48, Tom, and he changed the placard. So, a lady did a really nice video on it on TikTok, and it's gone around on all the channels. And it was to do with the farmers. And Iowa is 48. Rachel Wright-Side Vaughn's there. Bev Trout, the ufologist, is in Iowa. But yeah, green is the colour for go. Green is yes. Yeah, I was looking at it, I was like, that's interesting. That's interesting. It's gone from blue to green, and to do with the farmers. And even if you do, hopefully you can still hear me. You should be able to hear me. Or if you can't, just tune in and you'll be able to hear me. Yeah, but the Iowa thing, it's like 48. That's Tom. Iowa. It's Liv, it's Tree. 48. Zim is 48 as well. So I wonder, you know, they do, the white hats do like to keep us on the tip of our toes for to make sure we're always, you know, supporting the cause. It focuses us as well. It focuses us. If we're on the cause, we're focused. Our energy is being united in a good way. And I do believe that all this was done, and I do believe all these things are to wake people up. The elephant in the room as well is there's going to be this other thing that's leaking in the UK soon about another BBC person, and there's rumours of who it is, but an online friend of mine, Paul Cowland, who does car show. He does the stuff with Drew Pritchard, does the classic cars restoring, sorry. And anyway, me and Paul are going to do a show soon. So Paul, if you're watching, buddy, shout out to you. But you put out a nice bit, and it was a good joke as a meme. As you know, that kid's thing that, what do you call it? A board game. It's Guess Who. You flick the counters down, and so he said, "Guess who? Guess who? Who is it?" I guess we'll find out soon, or we'll find out in the next few days, I reckon. I'm sure it will drop. Maybe this next weekend coming. But I thought that was a funny meme that you put out, Paul. So anyway, today's show is a bit more light-hearted, a catch-up, a bit more connected to the kind of 3D that we're in, just some facts and figures. People that know my show are more into the vision of what's taking place, but you'll get more of that very soon. Anyway, as always, join my locals. It's free to do so. Enter your email, become part of the community. You'll get extra posts and newsletters from me and updates. And it's my email address. It's my email newsletter. So you will be getting handcrafted special emails from Tom Numbers, from myself. But you need to get on the email list to do that. All right. Anyway, everyone, God bless. I'm going to jump in the sea and chill out for this evening. So it's not many around. It's very sparse. It's in July. It's not even really cold. I mean, it's chilly, but not in a cold way. There's a wind. It's overcast. It's very sparse, but it is, I guess, later in the evening. So, all right, everyone. Much love. God bless. Thanks for those I met at the weekend. I'll see you all again soon. God bless. Take care. Bye.